The Hanover Mall was purchased in 2016 by PECO Real Estate Partners, and they plan to transform the indoors mall into an outdoor mall and residential area. The mall has been losing traffic over the last few years, and the contractors hope a complete reconstruction will revitalize the space. So for people who don't really know much about this project, how would you describe the change, what's happening, just briefly?
Oh, I think it's a massive change. It's a mall that has been declining for years, 6 years owned by the bank, and not knowing who was going to purchase the property, and for PREP to come in and to have a plan to do a complete redevelopment, a knockdown of the entire enclosed mall, and to rebuild, an entertainment, family, community-based lifestyle center, along with a mixed-use possibility with the residential. It's enormous. It's bordering on $250 million investment into the town of Hanover.
PREP plans to take the buildings behind the property and convert them into 297 apartments. A new water treatment plant will be built on the property, and new pipes will be installed as well. Callahan said some questions have been raised about the number of children who could potentially move in and enter Hanover's school system, as well as concerns about the town's ability to provide water for the project. These questions will be addressed at the August 9 meeting, he says. And the general timeline would be?
So we'd be looking to start demolition in spring of 2020. And then in terms of rebuilding the center, could be the fall of 2020, then certainly into a good chunk of 2021, and then be open. A lot of businesses opening in the fall, I would say, if everything goes well, of 2021, with then obviously some residual stuff that'll continue as we continue to market and lease. And
can you tell me what you'll be talking about at the meeting as well?
Sure. So we'll be at the meeting will be a representative from my company, PREP, Lloyd Sova, who's in charge of the redevelopment. We'll have David Hall, who is the development head of Hanover Companies for the residential. We will have our civil engineer, David Kelly. We'll have our zoning attorney, Frank Marinelli, myself, Ed Callahan, and we'll be presenting the overall project. We'll be talking, each individual will be talking. Lloyd will speak on the retail, the importance of the mixed use. David Hall will speak specifically on the residential, trying to get people to understand these are luxury apartments. They get filled by mostly empty nesters and young millennials. So we'll be talking therefore to the residents too about the impact or lack thereof in some cases on schools, on water, on traffic, particularly for the residential component. So look forward to having as many people from Hanover that can make it that evening, and have an opportunity to explain the project to them in better detail.
And people, can they ask questions? And
yes, yeah, well, sure. We're going to do a presentation first, and then we'll open it up for a Q&A.